Hello, everyone. It's almost the new moon. Mm. Ooh. Lighten this for all the people, bad people, everybody that feels burdens in their lives. I want you to just take a deep breath. It gets us all. It gets us all. It gets us all. Do you know what feels like a burden in your life? Can you sit with your burdens? Burdens feel like this rose quartz, clear quartz. It's heavy. Burdens can be heavy sometimes. So, self-imposed burdens came up for me today. Are they burdens just coming into your life out of nowhere? Or are they self-imposed burdens? Are you carrying other people's burdens? I love you guys. I know that the world feels heavy. I know that a lot of people are carrying a lot of burdens. And I give love, and I send love, and I pump love, right? But I have burdens too in my life. I have burdens in my life. But what about the goals? I have goals in my life. I have goals. We need goals. What do you want for your life? What do you want for your love? What do you want for your work? What do you want for your friends? What do you want for your family? What do you want for your traditions? And how can you make new decisions to support your goals? You know, that's what it is. So I believe that a lot of our burdens are self-imposed. I believe a lot of your burdens are self-imposed, just the same way as a lot of my burdens are self-imposed. A burden that is in my mind that I let to dictate my life, right? An energy. A burden can be like an energetic irritation a little bit, right? So right now there's a lot of reassessing our needs, what everybody needs in the now moments. You're paying more attention. You're starting to notice more your now moments and reassessing what you need. And that's self-love. That's the raise in vibration. That's noticing that these burdens in your life are self-imposed. They're you. It's you and you on your planet. The burdens are showing you the burdens within yourself. Self-imposed burdens. What do you think about yourself? What do you think about yourself? How do you love on yourself? How do you love on yourself in the burdens? When you feel burdens in your life, how can you make more supportive choices for yourself so you don't run into these burdens, so these burdens don't run into you? I go through it, guys. You know, the burdensome energy is like, you know, not really like an equal energy exchange. And so How are we getting caught in these unequal energy exchanges if that energy isn't in us somehow? You know, this morning, so I wake up in the morning and I pray. I put my feet in the sand. I have my feet in the sand right now, right? But every morning I like to wake up and I like to start my day with the 528 and I like to pray. And before I pray, I like to just close my eyes and breathe into myself and feel what's coming up. And, I felt like a heavy feeling on me. I felt like I needed to pray for low self-esteem. Low self-esteem isn't something that most people discuss, right? A lot of people with low self-esteem just make funny jokes, and we don't even know, right? A lot of people are exhausted. A lot of people are sick of being mistreated in their lives, right? These are the burdens that are in our lives right now. These are the burdens that the chaos is flaring up in the world, right? I mean, you hear about it. I don't even watch the news and I'm hearing about it, all of it. So, your voice is powerful. So if you're feeling burdens, if you're feeling like your self-esteem is really low and you're feeling like the world is heavy and laying on top of you, if you're feeling exhausted and mistreated in your life, it is time to sort things out. I love you. I know how these feelings feel. Your voice is powerful. Say, I will sort things out in my life. I will sort these burdens out. I will sit with these burdens. I will nurture these burdens until I can release them. Please help me do that. Ask. Ask. Just ask. Enjoy what feels good. I know that the world is chaotic, and I know that people are shady sometimes. And I know that the envy and the jealousy and the blah is at an all-time high, right? But what feels good to you? If you guys could see how I live over here, you would crack up. It's not about the big deal stuff. What feels good to you? What makes you feel good? Is there something painful in you, going on in your mind, going on in your life? Send that love. Is there something painful that somebody you love is going through? Send them love. Don't attempt to get rid of the burden. We're not going to go into these self-imposed burdens and just think that we're just going to let it go or rid ourselves of them, right? Because that's skipping the love story. That's getting to the end of the love story before you even went through all the things that make it the love story, right? It's okay to feel incomplete. I know a lot of you guys have been working hard. I know a lot of you guys have been giving all of your hearts. I know that you guys have been trying your best and making a lot of changes and dealing with the things that come to you, right? But don't try to force yourself or time yourself to get rid of the burdens that are in your life. That's not what we're doing. Be excited for the unexpected and nurture the now. So if the burden and the pain and the mistreatment is making you feel burdensome, it's okay. It's okay to have low self-esteem. It's okay to be exhausted. It's okay to feel mistreated by the people that are around you. Do you give thanks? How do you move energy in your life? when I wake up in the morning and I pray for all of these things, I give thanks for everything in the unexpected, the people, the places, the things, the ideas, the encounters, the experiences, the travel, the everything. For every little thing. We create our lives by the thoughts that we think. When we think thoughts and then we feel about it, then we are creating that in our lives. We attract everything we need and everything we desire. I love the 528 hertz. I keep that on. That really, 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 really helps me flow. 528 today helped me to sit down and show some major appreciation for the things that I felt burdened with in my life this morning. And I just give thanks to God. I say God. You don't have to say God. It's not a religious thing, right? I thank God for helping me to navigate the burdens that are within me by seeing them in reflections outside of me, in encounters that I have in my life. And you have to nurture yourself in the feelings of the burden. So whatever that burden is, you have to nurture that you feel that way about that thing. Whatever is burdensome in your life, I love you. I love you. God sees who hurts good-hearted people. I promise. And I know that prayer rebukes evil, so I just pray. I just stay by myself and I pray. And I pray that the pain that people feel in their lives can be healed. I pray that people can feel inner peace. I pray for the highest and greatest good for all. I know what it feels like to feel alone in this world. I know what it feels like when the pain in your body is real, intense. I know what it feels like when your mind won't let you think that you're doing enough. You are. Please, if somebody is hurting you in your life, if the burdens are feeling heavy in your life from somewhere, speak love into it. Speak nurturing into yourself. And nurturing into yourself is, you have every right to feel mistreated. You have every right to feel exhausted. If you're not in equal energy exchange with the people in your life, you can get exhausted. Light workers have been taking a hit lately, guys. And I know. And I love you. And I know that everybody wants to change the world from this hurt, this pain, this running from themselves. It's okay. It's good to want that. I believe that we can do that. I believe that we really can change the world. For real. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. But I give thanks to feel the hope that we are, though. Right? I don't know how I'm going to work this out. I don't know how everyone's going to collaborate. I don't know how things are going to come together to bring more love onto the planet. But I know and I believe that we can do that. I really, really do. I think we need patience to change the world. I think we need inner strength to change the world. I think we need courage, good leadership. I think we need to stand up for ourselves to change the world. And you know, standing up for yourself, you don't even have to, you can just, there's so many different ways. Creating boundaries to change the world. Be direct. Be direct. Be direct with yourself. When you're talking to God or you're talking to the universe, be direct. Be direct in your purpose. What do you feel in your heart? What do you want with all your heart? Yeah, okay. They told us that we couldn't do all kind of things. Those are self-imposed burdens. Let's jump out of those boxes. Everybody has a lot of stuff, right? But we need self-discipline. Discipline is going to change the world. You know, they say that by changing the world, we need to change ourselves, right? And so what that is, you know, a self-discipline to where you start to learn about yourself. Everybody has all kind of things, but only love is real. And so I've had all kind of people come into my life that had all kind of things, and like they still didn't feel love in their life. They were surrounded by people that loved them. They had all kind of things, but still didn't feel love. Can you feel that? I know right now that there is a lot of hate, jealousy, lies, manipulation, judgments, greed, lust, filth out here. You know what that is? That's old, lost, trapped, stuck, hurt. It's pain on the inside. And when you're a light worker, and when you're a star seed, and when you're an empath, and when you're a game changer, it comes to you. It comes to you because you need it. I know it's hard, and I know sometimes you want to scream, and I know sometimes you want to get mad and throw a fit and cut everybody off and quit. I know. And I love you. It comes to you because it wants to heal. So when something is coming to you in the now moment, when something is coming up in your life, when something is coming onto your porch, it is because it wants you to heal that in you. Fix that in you. Fix that what feels a burden so it doesn't feel like a burden anymore. Only you can do that. That's why it comes to you, so you can feel it. Because what happens is feeling the burdens, feeling the hurt, feeling the hate, feeling the jealousy, feeling the lies, feeling the manipulation, feeling the judgment, the greed, the lust, right? That's the doo-doo. It don't feel good, does it? No, but by feeling those things and by nurturing those things inside of you, with yourself, for yourself, with God, in you, it's magical as fuck. That's how we alchemize the pain in our lives. That's how we change things so our brains and our old patterns of thinking don't rule our lives in our experiences. I've been on this self-love journey for a minute, guys. And you know, it's so funny. I was laughing when that came up because it's like a minute can be like a minute, like a long time, or like a minute, like so quick. Sometimes I feel like, holy shit, what am I doing? Like I know things, and then sometimes I feel like I know nothing. That's God's game. That's finding the balance within yourself. Those are those humbling experiences. Those are those things that are coming to you so you can make moves in your life to get rid of the burdens and go after your heart's desires and fill up your own cup and rest and relax when you need to and set up the boundary and mean it when you need to and say what you mean and mean what you say, right? You know, look at yourself when these things are coming into your life. I know a lot of people are feeling these feelings, these doo-doo-ish feelings, right? You know, there's something special about not relying on anyone else, but fully trusting in everyone else and everything else with no kind of expectation about anything. That's inner peace to me. There's a lot of peace in your power. You have power within you. And there's a lot of peace in your power, or you're out here misusing your power. You know, that's what we have to learn about ourselves, right? You know, there's a lot of people like the new superhero with the new sword and they don't know what to do with it and it's too strong and it's running them all over the place, right? We have to find the peace in our power. There's a deep power in knowing the truth. What is the truth for you? You know, to me, the truth is the energy body and the universal law, and then all that makes everything make sense for me. You know, I gave thanks today for expecting nothing, but never settling for less. It's deep, man. I really don't expect anything from anyone out here. I wish everyone the best, right? But I needed to learn how to not settle for less anymore in my life. How to get rid of burdens to make space for the things that I wanted to create in my life. How to let go and nurture old things, to let go of them for real, to make space for the new shit that I'm trying to create and the new vibration that I vibrate from who I was then, right? You know, close your eyes and breathe and imagine being who you're here to be. Like whatever that is to you. Feeling all the joy, happiness, and peace of what it means to you to be you. Here. We are clearing the hate. We're clearing the jealousy. We're clearing the lies. We're clearing the manipulation in us. For us. When you don't believe that life can be sweet, that hurts. I love you. When you can't imagine and envision heaven on earth, that hurts. I love you. When you don't think that you can have inner peace, that hurts. I pump love to you, major, major love. Love is a tool. Love will help you to see a heaven on earth. From your heart, through to your mind, to your thoughts. The tool of love, the tool of love is the tool. The tool of love is what will help you find inner peace. while you're sitting and loving on the hate, the jealousy, the lies, the manipulation in you, for you. Love is action. Love is taking action for yourself to get rid of the burdens in your life. To put up boundaries, better boundaries, to love yourself more. To fill up your cup. To rest when you need to scream when you need to cuss when you need to reach out when you need to pull back when you need to. Love is a feeling. Love is a feeling that you get all through your whole entire body. Love is a power. An immeasurable power. Love is unconditional and unjudgmental. Love wants a voice. Love wants to be talked about. Love is a vision. Love is a connection. Love is protection, and love is guidance. It's a tool. It's a tool. It's in you. We all have it. Really, for me over here, like, that's all I really got. But that makes me feel like I have everything. My life is really no big deal. So, cheers. When people give me a hard time, I'm like, oh my gosh. If you guys only knew how simple my life was. I mean, like, for real. Sometimes I feel like I have nothing. Sometimes I feel like I am nothing. Sometimes I feel like I'm lazy. Sometimes I feel like I didn't work hard enough. I didn't try hard enough. I wasn't there enough. I wasn't thoughtful enough. I wasn't, whatever, right? But then love, the tool, comes in and fucking reminds me that I am the shit. I love my friends. But it's love, the love inside of me that reminds me when I feel the burdens of, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not whatever, right? Sometimes I fuck up out here. That's why I talk to you guys about this stuff. Love reminds me when I fuck up that I am also amazing. That I'm smart, that I'm sexy, that I'm funny, that I'm relaxed, right? Can you move your mind those ways, or do you let your mind keep going to I am nothing? I have nothing. I am lazy. Or can you flip that to feel how great and amazing you are? Close your eyes for a couple minutes and breathe in relaxed. Just think relaxed. Breathe in flow. We are all perfectly imperfect out here. Trying our best. I'm trying my best. I know you're trying your best. Cheers. I fucking love your guts. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting it all wrong and I'm like, oh, you've been trying to clean up your guts still. Steady, girl. Go, girl. We got to clear this hurt out, fam. It's deep. The hurt is lashing out. I'm with you. I love you. Please ask God to help you. I'm not religious, guys. I'm connected. You don't have to know anything about the connection. Just if you are going through it, if you feel like you fucked up, if you feel like you're nothing, if you feel like you have nothing, ask God to help you, please. Make it obvious. Make it clear. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Please make this clear, God. Fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm fucking up out here. Please help me. Ask God to help you. We are releasing old things and learning to relax. I am over here. I have been torturing myself for the past 2 weeks trying to make myself relax. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Whoa. Ask God for help, guys. I'm learning to relax too. I'm learning to relax just like all of you. I'm learning to relax into my heaven on earth, what that means for me. I'm learning to relax into my inner peace. I'm in here learning to relax into my burdens in my life, the things that come onto my porch, the things that come into my now, and all the things that I'm trying to create. Things still get me, guys. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I have been in here for 2 weeks pretty much like begging God to teach me to learn how to chill. You know, like my mind can get to racing sometimes. So I asked to please let me be aware of when that starts to happen so I can do something and nurture that so I can get into a more creative place. You know, I've been feeling this feeling lately of these just absolutely wonderful collaborations of people, friends, work, relationships, all these great collabs, what that feels like in your life to have equal energy exchange in your life and all that big, good love juice flowing all around you, right? That feels good. I get excited. I get money for doing what I love. So what is in your heart? Think about that. How does that feel? Say, I get money for doing what I love. I get money for doing what I love. Even if you're not there yet. Even if you're nowhere close. You don't have to expect anything. Just say, I get money for doing what I love. We speak these things. We evoke these things into our lives. Take time to think about your goals. Always think up is that's what I did. I just sat there and thought about my goals, got creative with them. Study what you need to, do something new, learn something new. You want to know the exactlies about your goals. You want to be dedicated to yourself about your goals. What do you want? Do you know what you want? Put your hand on your heart and ask your heart, what do you want? Ask God, help me feel into what I love. What do I love? What brings me joy, happiness, and peace? Ask. If you don't know what you want, ask. If you do know what you want, but it kind of feels like it's changing, ask, how do I navigate this? How do I flow with this? Ask. Listen. Be still, be patient, listen. Things are ever changing. What is changing and why is it changing? Ask. How do I find balance in this change? How do I know what's the best decision to make for this change? Best intentions attract best intentions. Dedication to self attracts dedication to self. Self-love attracts self-love. Just like hate and jealousy and all those other things attract those other things. Don't get stuck trying to control the uncontrollable. We cannot control anyone else. Ooh. Ask. Ask to please get help letting go of the need to try to control things outside of yourself. A lot of people don't even realize that they do this. Ask where you try to control things in life that lead you to burdensome experiences. Ask to please help take life as it comes to you and be present and be in the now moment. Ask for help to do your best. Ask to be in the now, because that's where life happens, in the now. You know, if you're in the past, that's already happened. If you're in the future, that never happened and can change to a million gazillion different things. Make plans, make goals, be dedicated to yourself. Be open to growth, be open to mentorship or learning something new. Be dedicated, get crafty with it, be sexy with it. You know, we need a more creative focus. So today the energy was in the root chakra, so I know a lot of people are feeling it. I can see it all through every roots, and sitting with those roots, and sitting with the burdens in your root, and the hate and the fear and the jealousy and the envy and all of those things. If you can get a creative focus on that, turn on the 528 hertz, right? You will, as you learn to go in and nurture those pains of fear and jealousy and hate and all that stuff, as you nurture that, it starts to collide with your passion. And so you alchemize your pain into your passion. So it's like a whole different road, but it's like the same road. You know, allowing myself to rest into the stillness has been the hardest work I ever had to do. Meditate, guys. Meditate. I really have been taking and making a lot of time to sit still and ask God to help me. What should I do right now? And when I get that shot of love through me of what to do, that inspiration from within, I listen to it. Take care of your mind and body. Rest before you decide on things in your life. You know, we all have these plans that we want to make happen, but if you're going to be tired and exhausted and feel like you can't trust anybody and feel like you hate your life, right? You don't want to decide from that place, because that's the kind of shit you're going to get back. You want to rest up, you want to love yourself back up, and then make your plans happen. You know, because a lot of times when you're tired, you feel like your dreams can't come true. You feel like they won't come true. So chill with that. Nurture that in you, with you. Call God to show you what that is. Show you the universal law of that. Show you how you can release that out and get that out and clear that out so you can have your fucking best life. Train your brain to look through the things that are face value in this world. Train your brain. Use love as a tool to train your brain to look through the burdens of life and see how they are blessings. Train your brain to think different. Ask love to help you retrain your brain instead of letting random thoughts run you and run your life. Allow yourself to tune into your heart and think thoughts of love and alchemize the pain that's within you and live a life that you really desire. You know, we're doing a real transforming of hurtful thoughts. There's a lot of hurtful thoughts spinning up in the atmosphere. I love you, fam. And we're trying to transition from hurtful thoughts to loving thoughts. From the hurt that we experience to trusting. For self. You know, and today being the root, there was a lot of people messaging me today about this self-imprisonment. Keeping themselves in this place. Trying to keep themselves safe, but they know that they're blocking out their blessings. And I know what that's like. You are safe. Say, I am safe. You are guided. Say, I am guided. You are protected. Say, I am protected. You can't touch this. You can say that if you want to. That's how I do it, right? See through it. See through the burden that's happening on the surface and see the self-imprisonment in you about that with no judgment of whoever the fuck it has to do with. See it's you, in you, for you, showing itself to you so you can release it and live your best life. You know, I want to feel safe to be vulnerable in my life. Feeling safe to be vulnerable is wonderful. And our thoughts can have us in a place where we don't feel safe to be vulnerable. We're uncertain, should we feel safe to be vulnerable? And I get that, right? But what are you thinking about? Do you have an inner dread of starting over with something? You know, sometimes this energy, it can be an inner dread of having to start over. I know what that feels like, guys. There's a whisper inside of you, or like a roar. So some people have like a little whisper, and some people it's like a fiery dragon blowing its fire. To do life with your chest, to live a life that you love. If you feel stuck, challenge the old ideas that are in your mind about what you can have in your life, what you can be in your life, what you can do in your life. Look at your life. Do you see any family patterning in this stuck place that you have, right? Because today was the root. And so the root and the stuck place comes from the family patterning. And where in our family patterning did they feel stuck? Find it and ask to learn about it. Ask to learn to nurture it. Ask to learn to clear it. Our minds can prevent movement in our life. Our minds can prevent joy in our life. It's like the joy's right here, but it's waiting for your mind to let it in. Fuck that. Always think up. Don't let yourself be a slave to your own mind. Don't let your mind rule your life. Learn how to use your mind. Learn how to use your mind with love from your heart. You have to cut out your own doo-doo. You have to cut out your own doo-doo. You have to see your own patterning. You have to become aware of your own burdens. You have to set your own boundaries. You have to speak your own voice. You have to speak your own heart. You have to notice it. You have to nurture it. You have to understand it, understand it, alchemize it, love it. Stay in your lane. Worry about yourself. Handle what's coming to your porch. Drama, stagnation, dilemmas, inner turmoil, blaming, judgment, consequences, all those things are coming up. Work on yourself. Make you time. When times are uncertain to me, I stay close to God. I'm not religious, I'm connected. Not having my baby here with me, you know, I thought I was going to do all this and that, and I was trying to busy myself to death, and I really just been talking to God a lot. Send love to you for whatever you are going through. Whatever you are going through right now, whatever burdens you have in your life, can you smother you with love, please? Fill and cover you with love, please. If anyone you love is going through something, fill and cover them with love, please. You have the strength and power to begin a life for you. A life you love. I know what it feels like to be in the doo-doo. If you don't feel like you have enough strength and power inside of you, ask for it. Speak it in. Speak it up. Evoke it. Universal law is so real. I had to feel super constricted to nurture that, to bust out and feel free. I had to take other people's advice and go against what I felt in my life to learn to not do that anymore. I had to learn to be careful who I told my heart's desires to. I had to learn how to trust everybody but not really get close and trust myself the most. Universal law within you is trying to show you, right? And then sometimes when you're learning how to love yourself, and sometimes when you're learning these things and how to get rid of these boundaries, it feels like you're challenging others. And a lot of people with a big heart don't like that challenging authority type figure. But, you know, as we awaken to greater understanding of love and truth and realness, right? We're blazing a trail for everybody to come, you know? Unconditional love really is going to take over the planet. I mean, I see it everywhere. I see people making new rituals. I'm making new rituals for myself. New routines. I'm making new routines for myself. New traditions. I've been making new traditions for myself. Those things are challenging. Feels like you're challenging the authority that's been in your life your whole entire life, and you're just shaking up the whole damn system. But it's just in your heart. It's not an egoic thing. It's just like, I feel like I want to do this at this time, and it's different than anything I've ever done, you know? We have to learn about the things that restrict us to expand. We have to get close to the things that restrict us. We have to surrender to the things that make us feel restricted, to learn to that, to get free there. Freedom is a state of mind. You have to explore the feeling of restricted, restriction, can't do it. We have to come to the edge of our mind. We can't try to keep ourselves safe in the middle and let it keep doing what it's been doing. You have to learn that you have the authority over your mind. You have the authority over the self-imprisonment. What you think, feel, and say, you create in your life. When you want to control things, then you're out of the way of creative flow. When you're out of creative flow, things feel out of control. To get back into control, get back into control of yourself and your thoughts and your mind and your body and your spirit. Gather that. Ask for help. Speak your wishes to life. You are amazing. I know that burdens are heavy. I know a lot of bad stuff happens. I want inner peace, so I stay dedicated to that in me. And I want everybody that I love and care about to have inner peace too. I want to create my best life. And I know that I create my best life in my most relaxed state. And so it's hard for me to fucking do. It's not hard though. It just goes against what your human is trying to do here, right? Resting into your spirit and resting into that, energy of that place of where anything is possible. That's what I'm creating. That's what I'm doing with myself. Do you want to create your best life? Do you have burdens in your life? Oh shit, we were on here through 11:11. I fucking love you guys. Cheers to creating the life that we love. I love you. I know that there's a lot of heavy out here. I send love. I send light. It's work, guys. You know, when you're working on these burdens in your life, when you're working on these heavy feelings in your life, when you're working on alchemizing all of those things in love and trying to stay cool and trying to stay fly and trying to stay focused, trying to stay fresh, trying to stay fun, right? I know it's hard. I love you because we're all connected. I'm always here for you. I'm always here for you guys. I know that this stuff is really hard to explain. I know sometimes it feels hectic and chaotic, but I also know that all the answers that you have are inside of you. And you have to ask, and you have to listen, and you have to trust, you know? Believe in yourself. You have to you have to get rid of the old stuff to get the new stuff. Getting rid of the burdens sometimes feels like irresponsibility, being mean. Sometimes self-love feels like it goes against everything. But when you're choosing yourself, you're going to meet people that are choosing their self. You know, we weren't supposed to be in this life alone and shut off and hating everybody and divided with everybody, right? No. We're supposed to be loving our lives, joy, happiness, and peace. But it's our job to get there. It's our work to get there. Put time in this, guys. And that's why I can help people. That's why I have sessions. That's why I have all kind of things happening with it. Because my pain brought me to this work. And I love what I do. And I make money for doing what I love. And I want you guys to make money for doing what you love. And love the life that you have. No matter what it looks like. Because everybody is so fucking different, man. You know, some people want just one room flat. And some people want a 90-bedroom house. Some people want a horse. Some people want no pets. Some people want to travel. Some people want to live underground. You're all fucking dope. I don't know. I'm just taking some time with me. I know that. And I highly recommend that people take time with themselves and, you know, I don't know. Nurture the burdens in you. Nurture the heavy in you. Love it up so it can get lighter. You know, when you nurture the burdens and you nurture the heavy in your life, you get lighter. That's how you flow better, because you're just lighter. You know, message me if you want some body work. Message me if you want to have a session. Message me if you want to connect your thoughts to your heart. You have to do the work. You have to do the work, but I can show you some shit. It's really fucking cool. Everything's not always perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. Love is the greatest tool inside of you. And it's inside of you. It's for you. For this. I'm telling you, man. Love changed my life. Learning to tune into my heart and my heart's desires is changing my life. setting goals for myself, staying dedicated to myself, staying dedicated to those goals, focusing on the burdens, on nurturing the burdens as they come, focusing on nurturing myself while the burdens are coming, you know, focusing on what the burdens do to my energy levels. I see the hurt out here, guys. But when you're focused on your goals and when you're focused on self-love, you're not really, like, in that shit. You know? Yeah, I got a little thrown off the other day, right? But I had to nurture that in me. You know, I had to nurture the feeling of losing my freedom of choice. And then you hear all these nasty things that people have to say about people and these judgments, and then saying it's God's plan. That's not God's game. Making someone feel like they can't fucking make a choice for themselves. I had to feel that. You know, and people are wild. Sometimes they don't realize the things that they say. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Well. But you know, all that's in me. All that. Self-imprisonment. That's why this shit came up. You know? Self-imprisonment comes up when you feel like you're not free to make choices for yourself. And if anybody out here thinks that any woman alive that ever got an abortion did so with no kind of pain or hurt, go fuck yourself. That's not easy for women. No matter what the fuck. Maybe some might appear or seem to not care about it, but I'm going to tell you that deep down inside of them, they care. It hurts to make that choice. To have to be there in that place. Please do me a favor if you've never experienced that in your life. Maybe like talk to your neighbors about it. Ask God to help you with your judgment for what people choose to do with their bodies and the things that come on to, and the burdens that come into their lives. Because unless you're willing to stand there with somebody and help them with that burden, keep it the fuck moving in your lane. If you're not there to help somebody with that burden, worry about your fucking self. If your feelings were hurt somehow by abortion, feel that out and nurture that out in your own fucking self. I'm not about that, man. I'm not about this. I'm not about keep doing the hurtful things. I'm not about keep playing out these hurtful patterns. I don't want to play them out. I want inner peace for me and everyone I love, for all of you. And I know that in order to get to this inner peace, we have to clear these things out of us. And that's what I was just thinking today. Like, maybe that's why this should happen, right? Like, for all of the women across the world to be feeling some kind of way on the new moon, like, this shit is some powerful shit. Women are feeling all kind of things about this right now. And a lot of men too. The womb is feeling all kind of things about this right now. The pain in the womb is feeling all kind of things about this right now. The burden of the pain in the womb is deep. And then tomorrow we're going to be in the third eye. And so notice and be aware of where your mind goes and where your visions go. Because where your mind goes and where your vision goes comes from a patterning in the root. The pain, the suppression of self. And that's a self-imprisonment. And you can get yourself out of there. It just takes time. A little bit of faith, a little bit of trust, a little bit of fun. You can do this. You can release the things that hurt. You can live a life that you love from the fucking doo-doo. You don't have to be any great big deal. You can do it. Learn about your energy body. Learn about the universal laws. Ask. Ask love to help you to create a better life. I love you because we're all connected, guys. I'm getting ready to get off here. I'm going to sleep. I got my niece tomorrow. Message me. I love to hear about the things you love. I love to hear about the pains that you're alchemizing. To me, that's sexy as fuck. When somebody's working on something in their lives and working on a burden and changing a tradition and feeling all kind of in the doo-doo, I love you there. I love people there. There's very huge things going on whenever those burdens are coming up and coming to your porch. When the drama is coming and kicking up, there's a lot of things about to happen. A lot of people run outside of themselves. See me, guys, I've always been transmuting and alchemizing pain by myself. So, any time in my whole entire life that I've ever been through things, I go by myself. I'm not by myself. I'm with God, but I'm by myself. Most people are like, oh, I thought you were going to call me. No, I had to get myself right. I had to clear myself up. I didn't want to run around and talk shit in my feelings. If I'm in my feelings, I tell somebody about my feelings. If something doesn't feel right, I tell them that something doesn't feel right. If I'm tired, I say I'm tired. If I can, I say I can't. If I won't, I say I won't. I'm trying to create my life. I still have a lot of things I want to create. I love what I do. I love what I do. I want to take more trips. I want to attract my soulmate. I want to eat good food all over the place. Meet new people. I love you guys. It's not about having your shit all together. It's about having peace, inner peace, when you don't have all your shit together. When everything's a mess. And just trusting in the process of it, even though you have no idea what to expect. Alright, guys, it's midnight. I love you guys. One love.